Hello, everyone. Welcome to the third edition of LEAD MasterClass. This is your host for the day, Himanshu. At LEAD, we ensure that our students should not only be equipped with excellent academic education, but also with the skills that help them to succeed in life. One of the most important life skills for students, which is required on a day to day basis to help you express yourself, to build self confidence, and even persuade others, is known as public speaking. Keeping this in mind, we are presenting a LEAD Masterclass on public speaking. Developing public speaking skills can put your child at a big advantage in their career. To help you with the same, we conducted our first LEAD Masterclass with the cricket legend Sunil Gavaskar. Continue boosting your child's public speaking ability by attending the three-part masterclass session with Apoorva Agarwal, a lawyer and an entrepreneur by profession, currently serving as the director of a primary school in Bareilly. We are sure you kids will have a lot to gain from the learnings gathered by her over an extensive 10 plus years of experience in public speaking at various levels. Sounds exciting, right? Now, kids, without any further delay, let's hear it from Apoorva. Apoorva, over to you.
Hi everyone, welcome to today's masterclass. Thank you so much for such a warm welcome. This is Apoorva Agarwal, and today we are going to learn about public speaking. So, this is the final session of my masterclass with the LEAD School, and I have planned something very interesting and informative for all the students who are present here. In this class today, we are first going to revise what we have done before, learn an important and an unspoken part of public speaking, and then discuss about various platforms like debate, group discussion, extempore you can participate in when it comes to public speaking. So without any delay, let us start with today's class. Remember, if you have any questions for me, please do write it in the chat box and I'll take those up and try to answer as many as possible. So here we go. So everyone, first and foremost, it is important that we revise what we did earlier. So we're going to do a quick revision on that front so that doesn't get boring. If you want to understand and learn better, the YouTube link and the videos are there on the channel, and I'm sure they're in the app for you to refer. And whenever you wish to learn or revise your public speaking skills, you can watch those videos. They're very easy and super informative. So we studied what is public speaking, which is very, I'm sure you all know by now. It is when you speak in front of the public. We learned what are the places to practice public speaking, like various platforms, and how you can practice public speaking at home. So everyone who's watching this, हम जल्दी से revise करेंगे. Number one is, how can you practice at home? I told you, basic activities. Stand in front of the mirror and speak loudly. Think that you're standing on the stage. Number two, start reading loudly from your notebook, from the newspaper. Number three, if you're not very fond of reading, then watch and learn. What will you watch? You can watch interesting shows, or you can watch news, you can see how the news anchors speak, or you can watch your favorite actor or any personality that inspire you a lot speak. उससे आपको कॉन्फिडेंस आएगा एंड यू वुड अंडरस्टैंड कि कैसे हमें स्टेज पे बोलना चाहिए. सो अगर आपको यू आइडियलाइज समवन, इफ यू हैव अ फेवरेट एक्टर, इफ यू हैव अ फेवरेट स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन, go to YouTube and find their speeches and you will be able to learn better. Number four, practice at home with your parents and your siblings. Do an activity. Ask your parents to listen to your self introduction or to your speech, because that is one step that you need to take to become a great public speaker. Another thing is body language. Everything goes to waste if you do not present yourself confidently. Confident लगना एक बहुत important चीज है for anything. no matter where you are, if you think कि आपको बहुत लोग देख रहे हैं, make sure that you present yourself confidently. But how? How can you present yourself confidently? अरे मैं confident हूँ, मुझे अंदर से पता है. How will I make it evident to others? It is only through your body language. If you sit straight, if you talk nicely, if you make an eye contact, if you stand straight, if you have a smiling face like that boy in the picture, you will look confident. Look at this boy. Okay. So your body language should be perfect. So sit straight, walk straight, do not have bent shoulders. When you're standing on the podium, make sure the podium, you're standing within the podium. Your feet should not be visible. You should look up and not down. Don't talk like this. Today, I'm going to make a speech. No. Today, I'm going to speak on the topic global warming. So talk confidently. Less hand movements. Don't talk like this is what we should do and this is what should, this is public. No, this is what we should do. This is public speaking. We are going to talk about this. Subtle. Your body language should be perfect. And then a very, very important thing. To look like the boy in the picture, you need to do what? You need to get rid of that stage fear. You need to know in your head that it does not matter what others think of you. What really matters is that you went up on the stage and you are here to make a speech. Please remember, never stop yourself from participating in any public speaking activities because of the fear of being judged. अगर आपको ये लगता है कि मुझे पता है मैं स्टेज पे बोलूंगा लेकिन मेरे को ये डर है कि अगर मैं ठीक से नहीं बोला then everybody is going to make fun of me, please do not stop yourself. कितनी बार गलती करोगे? You will make it once and twice, but you will excel. It's a part of it. अगर आपको कोई बहुत terrible experience रहा है, that once you participated in a competition and you were miserable, you did not know what to speak, आप चुप हो गए एकदम बोलते बोलते, then you have one more reason to go up on the stage and speak, because you should do it to tell everyone that I can do it. Please, please, please. Stage fright, stage fear, nervousness is a thing which you can easily overcome with time and practice. But if you don't start working on it, agar, see, aapse zyada kisi ko nahi pata whether you have stage fright or not. You know it from within. So when you know something that is not a plus point of yours, work on it. Work on it. Work on it in a manner that it eventually makes you a good speaker. I'm not saying you have to be the best. Even those who think they are the best, they have more people who are ahead of them. So you just have to learn this skill. It is important. In life, you will be facing a lot of situations wherein you have to speak confidently. You will have no choice to run away. जब आप बड़े होगे, आप किसी इंटरव्यू के लिए जाओगे जॉब के, आपके पास ऑप्शन तो नहीं है ना मैं चुप होके बाहर निकल जाऊंगा. नो, यू विल हैव टू स्पीक. सो हर चीज, आई बिलीव every skill somewhere has an expiry date. Okay, fine. When you are like 60 or 70 years old, you might not feel like dancing or playing cricket, but this skill has no expiry date. Public speaking is a skill that stays with you for the longest time. It's a skill you would need no matter how old you get. It comes with a zero expiry date. When if you're a dancer, if you're a singer, you might not want to do it when you grow old, or you might not want to do it after a certain time, or when you're in college and you have lots of work. But this skill, you got to do it. This skill you would need at any age, at any stage, at any given point in life. So don't take it lightly. All right. So stage fright is a thing we can easily overcome. How can you overcome it? Again, start practicing at home. Start participating in small activities. Acquaint yourself with stage. जब तक stage पे जाओगे नहीं, तब तक डर कैसे जाएगा? So start going to the stage. That is very, very important. I have one question, and I'm going to take that question right now because it is important on the topic that I'm speaking. We have someone ask us that when I was going to say something else and I see the faces who are in front of me, I just forget what I'm going to say, why I'm forgetting. It's a very, very common problem. हमें सब आता है, but when we look at the faces of people, for example, suddenly this YouTube channel is live and एक camera on होता है and I can see all of you. I will also feel nervous. This is common. But agar aapko lagta hai, this is the problem that you're facing frequently. When you look at something, when you look at people, you forget, find your comfort corner. Don't look at people. In an audience, when there are a lot of people, make an eye contact with them and look a little up. आपको लोग नहीं दिखेंगे, लोगों को लगेगा आप उनको देख रहे हो, but you are looking at a wall, and that is your comfort corner, and that will help you speak. So when you're standing on the stage, you're like, oh my God, so many people. Just look up, find your comfort corner. Okay, so now this is the point I'm going to look at and speak, because people are going to think I'm looking at them, but I'm actually looking at my comfort corner. All right, and then make a great, great, great speech. If people scare you, it's a sort of a phobia, nothing to worry about. Find your comfort corner. Look at a place where there are no people. They will get an impression that you're looking at them, but you'll be fine. When we stand, okay, there's another question. We stand in front of the people. Why we forget our speech and why do our hands and legs shiver? Ek baat batao. So if today you are told that, I'll just say your name, Kushmeet. Kushmeet, if today you are told that Kushmeet, you have to do a surgery. आपको सर्जरी करनी है एक, इस पेशेंट के चोट लग गई है and you have to operate. Will your hands shake? You will faint. Why? Because you don't know how to do it. Why will you shiver? Why do your hands shake if someone asks you to do a surgery? Because you do not know how to do it. If someone tells you today, Kushmeet, okay, so today you are going to be the captain of the football team and you have to play, you'll be like, what are you saying? I can't do it. You'll start stammering and you'll be like, I can't do it. Why? Because you don't know how to do it. So if this happens with you, it means that you have to practice hard to overcome that fear. प्रैक्टिस का मतलब ये नहीं होता कि मुझे मेरी स्पीच बहुत अच्छे से याद है तो मैं क्यों नहीं बोल पा रही हूँ इन फ्रंट ऑफ द ऑडियंस. प्रैक्टिस का मतलब होता है ये प्रैक्टिस करना कि ऑडियंस के सामने स्पीच कैसे बोलनी है. प्रैक्टिस एट होम. हाउ विल यू प्रैक्टिस? Ask your parents to sit in front of you, ask your siblings to sit in front of you and tell them, now I'm going to speak so that I know कि stage पे जाके कैसा लगता है. All right, now if you are in school and आपको पता है कि आपके ऑडिटोरियम में एक कंपटीशन होने वाला है, डिबेट कंपटीशन या स्पीकिंग कंपटीशन, जिसमें आपको जाके बोलना है. What you can do is before the competition, go to the stage and speak on the stage and practice. जब हम डांस कंपटीशन में पार्ट लेते हैं या कोई एनुअल फंक्शन में डांस करते हैं तो हम स्टेज पे पहले जाके प्रैक्टिस करते हैं. व्हाई? सो दैट फाइनल डे पे हमें डर ना लगे. दिस इज व्हाट यू नीड टू डू विद पब्लिक स्पीकिंग ऑल्सो. अगर आपको पता है दैट आफ्टर 2 days I have to make a speech, you know this is the place where I have to make a speech, practice and trust me, Kushmeet, you will become much better. Your hands and legs will still shake, but it will be something which you will forget when you start speaking. So practice, utilize the stage, wahan practice karo. Ask your teacher that, ma'am, because I have to make a speech, I have to participate in a competition where there are going to be so many students, can I please practice in front of my class? And teachers, please, it's a duty of the teachers, very important duty of the teachers, to push the students. अगर आपको पता है कि आपकी क्लास में कोई स्टूडेंट है जिसको डिबेट कंपटीशन या स्पीकिंग कंपटीशन में पार्टिसिपेट कराना है, class is a perfect place to do that. School assembly is a perfect place to help the kid practice. So you have to practice and then you will overcome it. It is easy. Don't worry at all. Okay? So start practicing at home in front of your parents. You will feel confident. Then increase your audience, maybe in front of your friends. Then increase your audience in front of the classroom. Then go and practice on the stage जिस पे आपको बोलना है. And when the final day will come, you will not shiver because you will know how to do it. You'll be like, I have an idea about it. All right. Then what we learned was self-introduction, which is important. You should know how to introduce yourself. You can never go wrong in it. Then voice modulation and its importance. What is voice modulation? जब हम कार में होते हैं and when we are listening to music in car, there is a volume speaker that comes with it. You can increase the volume, you can decrease the volume. Similarly, जब आप कोई speech बोलते हो, your speech needs to be modulated, increased or decreased, high pitch, low pitch, pause, stress. It is important when you speak. If you're speaking a happy story, look happy, speak happily. If you're speaking a sad story, look sad, speak in a sad manner. If you're speaking a funny story, then speak in a funny way. All right? So your voice matters a lot. One more question I'm taking up before I start the topic. Ma'am, how to speak confidently on stage? Kiran, the one way I've told you to speak confidently on stage is firstly to understand that it is okay to go wrong. It is okay to make a mistake. It is okay because you're trying. You will feel confident. And the other thing to speak confidently is by preparing your speech well. If you prepare your speech well, you will be able to deliver it better. Preparation का मतलब सिर्फ speech लिखना और उसको याद करना नहीं है. Preparation का मतलब है speech लिखना, उसको याद करना और ये prepare करना कि हम कैसे we were going to speak in front of the audience. Most of the times, what you students do is that if you are told कि ठीक है, after 3 days, you have to speak on a topic. You only write. You go to your parent, you tell your mother that, Mom, I want to, can you help me write this speech? आपकी speech लिखी जाएगी, आप उस speech को learn करोगे, and you'll be like, now I'm ready. But nobody practices delivery. Delivery of speech is important. In order to make yourself appear confident and speak confidently, you need to practice how to speak. Speech याद करने पे step खत्म नहीं होता है. That is just a primary step. So speech याद कर लिए, stand in front of the mirror and speak it loudly. Look at your expressions, look at your body language, and you will automatically appear confident. So that is what you can do. Now, before we learn about other things, first and foremost, I want to utilize this time and space and platform to tell all the kids who are watching today's session that public speaking is an activity that you must participate in. But there are certain speaking etiquettes that you should remember at all times. When it comes to public speaking, if you break these two words, public means audience, jahan pe public ho. Speaking means bolna. So when you're at places where there is public and you're speaking, you might not be speaking to them directly, but they might be listening to you. ऐसी कौन सी जगह है? Like a restaurant. आप directly public से बात नहीं कर रहे हो, लेकिन अगर आप जोर से बोल रहे हो या जोर से हंस रहे हो या जोर से चिल्ला रहे हो, then the public is listening to you and they will automatically turn and look at you. If you are at a social gathering, what is it? If you went on a very good birthday party, there's public. वो आपकी कोई speech नहीं सुन रही है वहां पे. But if you act in a ill-mannered way. If you do not exhibit good etiquettes, you will be hurt, right? If you're on a vacation, the moment you enter a hotel, you're like showing tantrums and shouting, yay, I'm so excited, I'm going to do it. Bhaiya, mere pani leke aao, get me cold drink and all of that. You're not talking to the public directly, but you are getting their attention because of the wrong etiquettes that you are following. In front of the guests, at events, at a restaurant, at social gatherings, at vacations, you are indirectly a part of public speaking. आप एक रेस्टोरेंट में बहुत सारे लोग होते हैं, तब भी बहुत कॉन्फिडेंटली अपने पेरेंट्स से बात करते हो, अपने सिबलिंग से बात करते हो. क्यों? Because you feel there's nobody looking at me. Who knows? Like, they don't know who am I. But it is important that at that particular time, you exhibit a good behavior. You look good, you act well-mannered, because people will otherwise watch you. So these etiquettes, general etiquettes, social etiquettes, are an indirect part of public speaking. So please never forget these manners and etiquettes. You are speaking in front of many people at public places. Maybe not directly to them, but indirectly you are speaking to them. Watch your actions, watch your words, appear elegant and smart. You do not want to be remembered like these kids who make a noise, who create a ruckus, who are very untidy, who do not speak politely. So some of the etiquettes that I'm going to tell you today are, if you're at a restaurant, call the waiter politely. Excuse me, can you please take my order? If you're at a party, you want something, don't be like, mommy, I want this. Everybody's going to look around and look at you. So all your confidence and manners are going to go to trash. You'll be like, please, I want this. Kya mujhe ye mil sakta hai? So always watch your actions. If you're at a grocery store, you go to a mall where there's so many people around and you go crazy. Mujhe to yehi chahiye. I want this dress. Get me this dress. You're not going to get anything. You might get that dress, but you are getting 0 marks in etiquettes. Don't think people don't remember. People always remember such naughty kids. So you have to be nice. All right. Remember, etiquettes are an indirect part. Social etiquettes are an indirect part of public speaking. So always focus on that. Parents, do ensure that your kids follow the public speaking etiquettes, like never speak in high pitch, be polite, always say the kind words, perfect body language, appear confident at public places too. All right. So this is a very lighter note conversation lesson that I wanted to have today with all of you, because sometimes nobody tells us about these things. So it is important that you behave in a very well-mannered way at public speaking, indirect public speaking platforms. Okay, so never speak in high pitch, always be polite, positive body language, don't be rude, act well-mannered, exhibit confidence. Great. So there's a quiz time. What etiquettes you should follow at social gatherings? You have to tell me 2 etiquettes out of these 4 that you should follow at social gatherings. So for example, आप एक restaurant में या फिर आप एक you went to a party with your parents. What are the 2 etiquettes that you should follow? I will speak loudly. I will be nice and kind. I will act confident. I will be rude to waiters sometimes. What if they don't listen to me? I'll be like, I can be rude then. So what are the 2 etiquettes out of these 4? Quickly tell me in the chat box that you should follow when you are going to a social gathering, like a party, say like you're going to a wedding tonight with your parents. In 4 में से कौन से 2 etiquettes हैं that you should definitely follow? Please write down in the chat box, and I want to see how many of you answered it correctly. What are the 2 etiquettes that you must follow? Out of these 4, there are 2 etiquettes that you should follow and remember at social gatherings?
Yes, Apoorva, we started to get some answers in the chat box. So Kushmeet says that it's B and C. Sanjay Asati says that it's C. Payaldir says that it's B and C. Rehan Shah says that it's B and C. A lot of students are saying B and C.
That is perfect, because it's absolutely correct. You should be nice, kind, and you should act confident when you're at social gatherings. Indirect part of public speaking. So never forget these etiquettes. Extremely important. Now, this was a very basic yet important lesson that I had for you. But now I want your maximum attention, because we are going to learn about very important public speaking activities. हमने नाम बहुत सुना है इन एक्टिविटीज का. जब भी पब्लिक स्पीकिंग की बात आती है, पेरेंट्स एंड टीचर्स आर लाइक, डिबेट में पार्टिसिपेट करो, एक्सटेम्परे में पार्टिसिपेट करो. बट व्हाट आर दीज? Before you participate in any event, in any public speaking platform or activity, it is important you understand what are these platforms. What is it that you need to know about these platforms, and how can these platforms benefit you? Firstly, remember, these platforms are considered to be really scary platforms for non-speakers. जिसको नहीं है आदत बोलने की, who is not very good at public speaking, that student will never participate in debate. But it is my request to you to please participate. Don't start with inter-school competitions, like big competitions. Start with small competitions, inter-class competitions, inter-house competition. Start debating in your class with your friends. But please start. But this is a pertinent role that needs to be played by the principals and the teachers to introduce such light versions of these activities, light debates, light extempore, light group discussions, so that people don't get scared. अगर debate competition है, as a teacher, you will only select the best students. Why? Because you want the school to win the trophy. But we should definitely do something for those students who are not good at debating, who are not good at public speaking. So from now on, it's a request for all the students and for all the parents, for all the teachers and principals who are watching this, ensure that you have debate clubs or public speaking clubs of students who are not very good, who needs training, and provide them good training. When I was a student, and my teachers knew that Apoorva is very good at debating. So each time I was sent to debate and I used to win. So the school used to be happy. I used to be very happy. My mother used to be so proud of me. But what about those students who wanted to go but never got a chance because the school thought that they might lose? So for them, you have to train them. It is the duty of the school to train the students for public speaking activities. This exposure only schools can give. A parents to debate competition nahi arrange karayenge. It is the duty of the school to arrange such competition. So I have a school. The Gyanaya School, and I have public speaking clubs in that school in which we train students to become good public speakers. That is very important. And this is the right age to start. It's not too late. So please start participating in light platforms. If there aren't any in your school, please, I request the parents to discuss the same with the teachers of your kids and have some trainings arranged for them, and take report of the same about the activities done, like other lessons that you do. So first thing that we are going to learn about in today's class is debating. Now, if you can see the picture that I have picked of a random debate competition that's happening in a school, you can see in the picture that there is a podium in the center, all right? And then there are 3 students sitting on the left and 3 students sitting on the right. Okay. And one student is, two students sitting on the right, and one student is speaking on the podium. Okay. I want you to look at the picture carefully. And on the left, behind that photograph, there is a person sitting, and she's the moderator who's basically taking care of the time. एक debate competition क्या होता है? Let us just understand that. Let's just do an anatomy of it. Debate competition is a discussion. It's a method of argument. For example, in your school, there is a debate competition. So in my school, there is a debate competition on the 11th of December. Every year, we do a debate competition. So on 11th of December, in my school, there's a debate competition. We have sent an invite to other schools. उसमें हमने लिखे हैं topics. That there is going to be these 2 topics for debate competition. For seniors, this topic. For juniors, this topic. Now, for example, the topic is uniforms should be banned in school. Like, uniforms should be banned in school. Students can come in casual wear. Okay, so this is the topic. Now, look at the picture. All right. The speech has a timing. Every debate competition, the rules have timings. What are the rules? That you have to speak for maximum 2 minutes, not more than that. After 2 minutes, timer बज जाता है और आपको पता चल जाता है आपको speak. So 2 minutes की अगर speech है, then at 1.5 minutes there'll be a timer. So you would know कि okay, I'm just left with 30 seconds more, and then you make a speech. Now remember, in a debate, there are 2 teams. One team speaks on the topic. The team that speaks in favor of the topic, that yes, uniforms should be banned. Another team that speaks against the topic. No, uniforms should not be banned. So this is what debate is all about, in which you speak for the topic, in which you speak against the topic. So when you're given the topic and you're on the stage, एक chit pick होती है, and उसमें your name will be announced and you have to come and speak. You will be told whether you have to speak for the topic or you have to speak against the topic. So generally we have to prepare both. इस scenario में, the one that you're seeing on the stage, you can see there are 3 students from one school. What are 3 students doing there? One student is the one who is going to speak for the topic. Another student is the one who is going to speak against the topic. And third student is the one who is going to ask questions to the person who is speaking on the stage of other school. ठीक है? So now, for example, the person, इस फोटो में आप देखोगे जो student बोल रहा है, उसको for मिला है that okay, you have to speak for the topic that uniforms should be banned in school. Okay, so now he is going to make a speech. He has made a speech that I think uniforms should be banned because we should allowed to wear casual clothes. They are more comfortable and easy to maintain. Then after his speech ends, one of the person from the other team जो question के लिए है will ask questions on the topic and then he will answer the questions. All right. So debating is a competition wherein you speak for and against the topic, and you have to prepare and be ready for the questions that can be asked from the speech that you have made. Now remember, in debate जो questions पूछे जाते हैं, डरना नहीं उनसे, because हर debate का rule होता है that you can only ask questions around what the speaker has spoken. अगर आपने एक speech बोली है that uniform should be banned, उस स्पीच में जो आपने मैटर बोला है, कंटेंट बोला है, सिर्फ उसी पे ही आपसे क्वेश्चंस पूछे जा सकते हैं, नथिंग एक्स्ट्रा. So it's not scary. Now, why is debating so important and why you should be participating in this platform? Because of course, it helps you develop your speaking skills, but it also helps you express, it improvises your research skills, because अगर आपको कोई topic दिया जाएगा, you will learn and you will do a lot of research on the topic. and it gives you a lot of confidence. The only skill that you need to know to be a good debater is how to speak confidently. Very important in debating, because debating may, if you fall weak, then the other team is going to get a chance to crush you. So you have to speak your point with conviction, चाहे आप उस पे agree करते हो या नहीं. I don't agree that uniform ban honi chahiye, but because I have to speak on the topic, I will speak with conviction. Yes, they should be banned for these reasons. Understood? So if you want to debate, please participate. Don't get scared. As I've told you earlier, if debating scares you, but aapka andar se man hai that I want to participate, start participating in the lighter versions of debate. Please request your school, your teachers to train you for the same. You have to take a step. Your teachers won't get to know, okay, you need training. You have to ask your teachers that I really want to prepare myself for debating. It's a great skill that you need to know. Very important skill. So we have great debaters. Even when in the US you're fighting for elections, there is a debate that happens between the two parties. Even in the parliament, there are debates that happen. So it is not a school activity. It's a life activity. It's an activity which you must know how to speak and how to prove your point. Understood? So do not get scared with the aspect of debating. It is a great experience. So debating is important, and I think I'm very clear on how debate works. Please start participating in classroom debates if you're scared to participate in big events. And obviously, I agree. Ekdam se agar aapko bade events mein participate karenge, you're going to feel scared. So please ensure that you participate in these events. Now, there is a student who has asked that if suddenly someone gives a topic to me and I have to speak on the stage, what do I have to do at that time? This is exactly what I'm going to do next, which is now. There's this competition called the extempore competition. What is that competition? You will be asked to come on the stage. You will pick up a chit. There is a topic written on that chit. You will go stand on the mic like how that boy is standing, and you will speak. Generally, for small students, for example, for students like of your age, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, the rules of the extempore are, हम आपको एक टॉपिक देंगे, आपको 2 minutes दिए जाएंगे उस टॉपिक के बारे में लिखने के लिए, and then you have to come on the stage and speak. No preparation. पहले से कुछ नहीं पता है आपको, आपने चिट उठाई, उसमें एक टॉपिक लिखा हुआ है, and now you have to speak on the topic. What will you do? How will you do that? You need, oh my God, I need a lot of confidence to do it. What if I forget? What if I speak wrong? What if I don't understand the topic? What will you do? So for that, you need to understand few points. Firstly, extempore competition may focus on being confident. So the question, whosoever asked this question to me, अगर आपको एकदम से कोई बोलता है to speak on the stage, firstly maintain relax. Okay? Act confident. Even the judges know that you had not given any time to prepare and you are instantly speaking. But अगर आपकी body language पे वो reflect होने लगेगा that, oh my God, what I'm going to do, you start taking pauses, you start taking breaks, then you will lose points. So act confident, appear confident. Start with greeting. Start saying, gather your confidence by greeting. Good morning, everyone present here. Then say the topic. I'm here to speak on the topic, this. So this is how you, and then whatever points you have, अगर आपको लगता है in that very short notice, आप सिर्फ 2 points बना पाए, speak on those 2 points only. And if you can make more points, then it's great. But speak. Do not go blank on the stage. Always speak. You have to think instantly. You have to analyze the topic, generate an idea, and remember certain logical points and speak on the same. Okay, so for example, if your topic for if you participate in such a competition, you go on the stage and you pick up, and the topic is deforestation, and you have to speak on the topic. What will you do? How will you do? I'll show you. So you're going to go on the stage, stand confidently, and say, "Good morning, everyone present here. The topic that I'm going to speak on today is deforestation." Always start with the meaning of the topic. What is deforestation? And then tell. When the forests are being cut to build something concrete or to convert them into a concrete jungle, that is deforestation. And that needs to stop right now. Then, ऐसे topics में आप benefits, why it should be stopped, how it can be stopped, what are the things you can do to stop it. This is what you should mention. But let me be very true to all the students out here. You can only be good at impromptu speaking or impromptu speeches only if you have practiced before. Speaking has nothing to do with the topic. Speaking has to do with delivery, how you speak. अगर आपने practice करा हुआ है पहले से, then at least you would know two things: how to appear confident on stage, how to start your speech, or how to deliver your speech. एक्सटेम्परे में सबसे गलत आपके साथ तब हो सकता है अगर आपको टॉपिक समझ ही ना आए. Then of course you can't do anything. Then you should still speak your version or your story. Okay, so always remember beforehand, if you do not start practicing or start doing these activities at home, start speaking, you will face difficulty being on the stage. That is a very genuine opinion or a genuine review or a point that I'm telling you, that for you to participate and appear good in such competitions, you need to practice before. So start participating right now. A lot of you would be thinking, मैं participate कहाँ करूँ? कोई opportunity हो तो participate करूँ. If you're not finding opportunities at school, please address that to your teacher, or you start finding or doing that at home with your parents. Tell your mother that I want to become good at speaking and I want to practice. You can just pick up random topics and start speaking in front of the mirror. That, okay, I'm going to talk about 2-3 things and do it. So if you're a girl who loves to dance, just speak on dancing, on any form of dance. If you're someone who loves cricket, just speak on that topic and do that. If you're someone who's very fond of makeup, so nowadays I see that kids are so much into that creativity, make a video of you doing it or talking about it. If you love to bake a cake, then start speaking about it. That will give you confidence, which you need to appear on the stage. So start practicing. That is the only way to do it. But what you could learn from my lessons is how to make the practice interesting. Now, group discussion. What is group discussion? So I found this picture for all of you. I have picked up these pictures so that you understand how it all looks like. It's easy to understand. So if you can see, there are a group of students who are sitting here. And it seems like they're discussing something, maybe a project or maybe something. This is called group discussion. What is group discussion? Group discussion is when you are sitting in a group and you are discussing. You're given a topic and you have to talk on that topic. All right. So, for example, the students are sitting and they're talking on the topic, say, there should be, like we spoke about deforestation, how to stop deforestation. Then In a group discussion, there are students sitting and talking on the topic and discussing the topic. Group discussion is a very good and light activity to enhance your public speaking skills. It will give you confidence. Why? Because group discussion mein you get time to think, you can hear others and then frame your speech, and that will give you a lot of confidence. Be attentive in group discussion. So if you can see the students out here, look how attentive they are. Always listen to what the person is saying. Make your points and then say your point with confidence. So this is extremely important. Try to be the first one to start a conversation and the last one to end it. Okay. And in a group discussion, make an eye contact with the person who's speaking. Don't look here and there to others. Don't be rude. Don't make a face like, what is he saying? Don't do that, because that is not a good thing. Group discussion is a thing which you can easily do. You can gather all your friends. You're all big students. You can gather all your friends and decide that, okay, in a free period, every day we are going to spend 5 minutes doing a group discussion because it's going to help us develop an activity. So do that. Take a topic and just discuss. So I remember when I was a student, we used to go in van to school, and there were so many students. I was a big van, and there were around, I think, 20 students in the van. And we used to watch a favorite show on the TV, and all the kids in the van loved that show, all of them. So every morning from my home to school, the only thing we used to do was to discuss that show. What happened? This is good, this is bad. And that was a great discussion. It helps you, it gives you confidence to prove your point. So do participate in group discussion. Public speaking is not a boring thing. It's not at all a boring thing. It is up to you how you make it interesting. And it is up to the teachers who are watching this to make these activities as interesting as dancing, singing, and sports. It is important that we get rid of our thinking that all these activities are boring. They are not. They're extremely interesting activities that you can learn from and that are going to stay with you for a very long time. And as I said in my earlier session, public speaking is a thing which comes with zero expiry. It is a skill you would need to know till the very end. When you turn 60, 70, no matter how old you turn, you got to remember that public speaking is a skill you would need. You might forget dancing. You might not be able to play cricket when you turn 65 years old or 70 years old, but you would still need a skill wherein you can speak confidently and put your point. So public speaking is a must. So start participating in these activities. If you're not getting opportunities, address it to the school right now. Parents, please take charge. Ask your students how many public speaking activities are done at their school. And if you don't get a positive response, take it up to the teachers in the next parent-teacher meeting and tell them, I want my kid to have this activity and I request you to please start something. If you're mothers and you have friends, so you can all gather together and make every activity. So there is this culture in my town. So there are few mothers who are very pro that their kids should learn speaking activities. So every week, one person hosts a tea party at her place, and then the kids come together and then they have a group discussion, they have a debate, and that is how they learn. So there's so many great ways you can start this. All right, you can start a club in your city. So there are public speaking clubs that are there, in which the only thing is that the participants come together and do intellectual public speaking activities. Please do that. So I have a very interesting question from Jasmeet Kaur. She asked, how to make eye contact in debate competition. In a debate competition, you do not look at while making a speech, you do not look at the other participants. So for example, I'll go back to the slide. If you can see the slide, the boy who's speaking, he is looking at the audience. So eye contact should be from left to right, right to left, and then center. I'll show you how. Good morning, everyone. Today, I'm here to speak on the topic that uniforms should be banned in school. And I'm here to speak in favor of it. I believe that uniforms should definitely be banned because they are something that needs to be taken care of. Casuals would make us feel comfortable. We should feel comfortable while studying. So why not wear clothes that we can easily carry to school like this? Okay, so left to right, right to left. But in a debate competition, when you are asked a question by the interjector, so for example, the student जो बीच में खड़ा है उससे अगर left में बैठे student कोई question पूछता है that you said that uniforms are should be banned because casuals are very easy to carry, then please tell me that isn't uniform also very comfortable to wear to school? Then you have to make an eye contact with the person who has asked you a question to answer. ये नहीं कि उसको बात सुन के आप सामने देख के आंसर कर रहे हो. No, look at that person and answer. Thank you so much for your question. Well, in my opinion, this. Then start looking in front of the audience and end your answer. So this is the rule of eye contact in debating. While speaking, look at the audience, left to right, right to left, center. While answering the question of the interjector, look at the interjector and then look at the audience. Okay, so answer karte time, you have to look at the person who has asked you the question. That is very important. Now, I have an interesting quiz for you. I've told you all about the activities, the 3 activities that you can participate in to improvise your public speaking. And if you want to be a good public speaker, those 3 you know. Now you have to name them. Name 3 activities that I have told you that you can participate in. Name any 3 public speaking activities you can participate in. I want to know if you remember the 3 public speaking activities that I told you that you can participate in if you wish to become good at public speaking. Please write down your answers in the chat box. I want you to actively participate because the students who participate very actively will get a gift from LEAD School. So please, please, please write down the name of 3 activities that you should participate in. 3 public speaking activities. I want right answers only. This is easy. We have just revised this. So I want correct answers from the audience. Name any 3 public speaking activities you can participate in.
Yes, Apoorva. So Deepika here says that it's discussion, group discussion. Nikhil Raj says that it's group discussion and debate. Purval Patil says that it's group discussion and debate. Rabindra Panda says that it's debate. Sapandan Majihi says that it's self-introduction, group discussion and debate. Sanjay Shriman says that it's debate, speech and group discussion.
Very good. So I think Sanjay has got it absolutely right. It's debate, speech, which is extempore, and group discussion. These are the 3 activities which you can participate in. There are many, but these are the 3 most common ones at school levels that you can easily participate in. Start participating at junior level because that is going to help you, become better at public speaking. So now I want to take the time to and I want you all to pay a lot of attention to me. This is our last session. This is my last session with all of you. But we have covered a lot of points on public speaking in the previous 2 sessions too. I would request you to have a look at those sessions when the class gets over. The videos are there on the YouTube. You can just go back and learn a lot from it. My tip to all the students who are watching this is two most difficult part of public speaking is, number one, to overcome that stage fright, to overcome that stage fear. And number two is to remember that it is okay to fail. So please, in order to overcome the stage fright, start your public speaking journey right now without wasting time. Start participating as much as you can. Start participating at home by doing different and interesting activities. Stand in front of the mirror, record yourself and listen. Just pick up anything. Pick up your favorite book, or pick up, if you don't like to read books, just pick up just anything. Maybe you can open your English literature book and read a story and record yourself. Listen to yourself and see how good or bad you are. Where do you need improvement? Or ask your parents to listen to it so that they can tell you that this is where you need to improve. Please, you can watch a lot of speeches on the internet, on TV, to know how great speakers speak, what body language do they follow. So these are the things that you can do. If you love to do any particular thing, if you have a hobby that you're really fond of, start talking about that hobby to yourself. Take out time to talk to yourself. Start speaking in English more, because you will be able to gather confidence from these small activities. Don't think public speaking can only be learned if you participate in competitions. It has to be learned at home first, by yourself, by your own actions and activities. And then at school, start participating. If a teacher asks who's going to read from the book, raise your hand and read. It is the duty of the teacher to correct you if you go wrong. Do not think, what if I go wrong? What if everyone makes fun of me? Doesn't matter. I don't remember any girl of my class who did not speak well or who did not read well. It is possible. It is absolutely possible. I have myself seen students who did not know how to read a sentence, without a pause, speak fluently, only because they didn't give up. They thought that, no, I have to speak, because this is a skill you need. And when everything is getting so competitive, you got to know this skill. So do not waste any time and start your public speaking journey right now, because it's extremely important. And practice will make you perfect. Practice in fun and interesting way. Stay mindful. What do I mean by saying that? That be attentive. All right. Words should mirror your facial expressions. When you're speaking, speak from your heart. It should appear on your face. It should not look like you're making a speech. It should look like you're delivering a speech. Participation is key. Without that, you will not get the exposure. You need to participate. Participate now. Relax and have fun. It is a fun activity. It is not a boring activity. So make it fun, relax, and start your public speaking journey right now. At the end, I would just like to conclude by saying that public speaking is a skill which everyone finds very difficult, and all the parents create a lot of pressure on their kids to read and to learn and to speak. But trust me, it can be easily learned if given a right direction. If you need that direction, would request you to download the LEAD School app, watch the videos on the YouTube channels, because they've been putting a lot of efforts to enhance the personality of those students, to focus on their soft skills, on their vocal skills. So please watch the sessions, take hints from that, and start your journey now. Participate as much as you can, practice as much as you can, and do not be afraid to fail. Do not be afraid to get a bad experience, because that will only make you better. So thank you so much for this amazing class. All the very best to you, students. Please, 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 I hope that you watch these sessions and learn a lot from it. I request you to participate actively, and I request you to first and foremost become confident students. confident about yourself and confident about your speaking skills. Another thing is that at the end of every session, we give you an assignment. So today, the assignment is very simple. I had first thought that I'm going to give you to speak on a debate, but I want you to speak anything on any topic that you like. Maybe your self-introduction, or maybe about your favorite book, your favorite sport, your favorite hobby, anything. Just record it. Ask anyone to record you speak and submit your entry. The link of the same is in the description box. Just submit an assignment in which you are speaking on a favorite topic of yours. It could be anything, your favorite vacation place, about your school, about your favorite subject, your favorite sport, your favorite hobby, your favorite activity, anything. And just submit that, because we would really love to see if you have learned something. Don't worry, the videos are not going to get uploaded. We're first going to see, this is all for us to see that yes, our students have learned something valuable from the lectures. Thank you so much for having me. Lots of love and blessings to all the students. Do subscribe to the LEAD channel, because they have some interesting content coming for all of you, and share it with your family and friends. Have a really good Sunday. Happy learning and all the very best. Thank you so much.